Hi guys, good morning. I hope you can hear me very clearly and I'm sharing my screen. I hope you are able to see my screen also. Can you please confirm before starting the session? Yes. Thank you, Mahesh. Thank you, Bharat. Thanks for confirmation from your side, guys. So let us start the session. Today's session is agenda of today's session, users and roles. Okay. I'm going to start with the concept of users and roles. This is the today's agenda. We will talk and we will see, we will execute many things on top of this topic. Okay, how to create the users, how to create the roles, how to give the privileges for users to roles, how Snowflake is managing that. Getting my point? So all this we are going to understand today in our session. This is our agenda. So let me bring you back to the Snowflake environment. This is our Snowflake account. The second point, guys, I already posted the trial account link for sign up purpose. I already posted in the group chat in WhatsApp. You can get that link and you can do the sign up. Okay. With the help of that, you can create the Snowflake account. Please, if anybody didn't sign up till today, after our session, please try to do that and come into the Snowflake account. Okay. Today's that is a task for everyone. From next session onwards, everyone should have its their own account. I hope you are getting my point. Okay, that's one topic I try to highlight today. So don't forget to sign up. If you have any queries, any issues, you can give a screenshot of that issue and you can post in the WhatsApp. If you go with the screenshot, I can understand very easily what is the error. 99% you won't get any error in here to do the sign up. Already I showed you how to do the sign up of account also. Still, in any case, if you face the issue, let me know. I will help you out. Please come with the question and screenshot of that issue. Okay, that helps me to give the quick reply to you. Yeah. Then today's agenda, yeah, users and roles. What is this users and roles? That's the first question. Why? What is the purpose of roles? What is the purpose of users? What is the purpose of roles? Let me go here. Yeah, just a minute, guys. Roles and users. Yeah. What is this exactly? How Snowflake is using these two concepts means generally, if you know, I mean, if you're working people or not working people also, no worries. Generally, for example, I'm saying we are working in a company. Am I right? We are working as a software developers generally. So many categories will be there. I'm trying to bring that. Okay. First step. In every company, HR department will be there. HR department again, in HR department only subdivisions, recruiter department and admin department. Okay. Again, developer, coding related. In coding, team architect will be there, team lead will be there, developers, testers, interns also. Because if anyone newly joined, they will call as interns. See, we are not calling here as a names, I mean person names. We are calling as the roles. What is the role they are playing in the company? Am I getting my point? I hope. So here we are calling as a role. These are the HR role, admin role, or we can say front end role, or we can say accountant role, developer role, architect role. See, everywhere I'm calling it as a role, right? That's how their company is managing with the roles. Almost similarly, Snowflake is also managing with the roles. Why I am comparing companies, please don't do anything on the screen, please, guys. So, if you compare with the companies generally, what is happening means a role helps us to understand what is the purpose of that. If I say HR role, okay, HR is going to clear our queries, whatever may be joining queries or exiting queries or salary, if anything additional we want to claim from the company, any kind of queries, they are going to help us, HR department. By seeing the name only, we know that yes, this is going to happen, this issue going to resolve with so on team or department. Okay, same way, if any project related solution if we want, we will go with the architect role. Clearly there we can understand architect role is helping us to do this process. Getting my point? Same way, developer will go and developer will do their own work. Tester will do testing on the required requirements. So like this, each role have their own agenda. Am I right? So that role name means that's the agenda of that work, that they're helping us to understand what is the purpose of that. Suppose if I have role, under that role, maybe for example, I'm going with a simple example, guys. HR. I'm going with HR or developer, dev I can say, or tester, I can say test, for example. So what is happening here? Under HR, how many people can join? N number of 10 people based on the company, based on the size of the company, N number of people can join. There, under role, we are getting N number of people into this particular department as a user. Getting my point? Suppose under HR, Anu can join, Sri can join, right? Sai can join, right? Deepu can join. So this all we will call, we generally who are working in HR department means list of the members, means they are all come under here. Okay, like this dev also some X people are joining or working. Again they will come under user. Tester also same, they'll come under user. So this person is working under this role. Getting my point? This person is working under this role, and they are working related requirements or issues, whatever may be. They're working under that position. So how a company is designed in this way, same way, Snowflake is also having their own hierarchy. Getting my point now? So even in Snowflake, you will see this kind of hierarchy. They have their own roles in the Snowflake account. Just if you click on this, just if you give a click on this, you'll find all these roles. Okay. You can see here also user and roles. Let me show you. User, this is one user. These are the roles. You're able to see, right? These are the roles. So guys, one more important point I have to explain you before going to this part. Maybe others can understand very quickly if I go a bit fast, but I want to cover all the 60 participants in my session. So I'll go with the normal level of the speed. So please try to understand. I want to cover each and everybody's understanding, and they have to get comfort with the subject. That's my agenda. So please try to understand. Be patient. If already you know this concept, that's fine. You can revise this concept once again and try to get more information from this session. Thank you. So if we go with this roles concept, okay, you are able to see the graph, right? Small graph you are able to see. But if you observe, all these are the my roles. Okay, what are the 6 roles are already available in the Snowflake itself? Getting my point? Snowflake itself means Snowflake account is going to give us by default. Okay, everyone will have who will create the account. Every account will have all these 6 roles. This is a by default. Okay, how this is designed, how we are going to use this, I will help you to understand one by one. Okay, so Snowflake, why these roles? What is the purpose of these roles? Means Snowflake allows you to define how you want to manage the access, guys. Understand here very clearly how you want to manage the access. It is helping us to define in these roles. Okay, not only managing access, even for granting the privileges directly to users also. Okay, if you have want to grant any access to users, that is also that is also covered in this part. Okay, one role, suppose account admin role can create other customized roles. Again here point, you have to understand very clearly, not only these 6 roles are available in Snowflake, with the help of these 6 roles we are able to create our customized roles, whatever our requirement. Based on that, our customized roles we can create. For example, I'll show you here, you'll understand very clearly. I hope this will be helpful for everyone. See, account admin is there. I will explain you one by one all these roles also, guys. Don't worry about these roles. This, whatever the roles you are seeing, these are the roles available from the day one of account created in Snowflake. Okay, means not now. From 4 to 5 years, whenever the Snowflake came into the market, from that time to this is available. This hierarchy is available in the Snowflake. Okay, so if you go with the one by one role, these all are already available inside of Snowflake. Apart from that, we can create all these customized roles. Getting my point? All these customized roles can be created in the Snowflake based on our project requirement. So 6 roles are already available. Apart from that, we are going to use the customized roles in the Snowflake. So today we are also going to create some customized roles, and we are going to see how it's going to work. Let me jump to one by one role, then you will understand much better. What is the purpose of account admin? Let me jump to this account admin role. See, what is the purpose of account admin? Account admin, mainly the concept of account admin, it's kind of owner of all this account, I mean whole account. If I say Snowflake is under control of account admin role, yes, it's kind of a owner. Okay, it can do anything. It can check the even billing also, everything end to end. It's like a high level in the roles, high level role in the Snowflake. Okay, there will be in because of this top level role, we can grant this role access to limited numbers, because who have this access, they can do anything in the account. Getting my point? That's the reason only limited number of the users will be assigned in the companies also to control this access. Why I'm saying clearly means you should understand what is different between role to role, why we are using this role, what is the purpose. Everything you should know. What is the purpose of the role, where we can use, who can use. All this understanding you should have in the roles concept. So account admin is a top level role. Only high level people can go with this role. Only high level, and also very few people will go with this role. Okay, means users. See, billing, whatever the billing is there, only this particular role only will manage this billing also. In real time also, I'm going with the real time examples only, guys. In real time also, if you joined in a company, you won't get access of this role. They won't give, because it's a very important role, right? That's the reason. Who is going to involve in the payments method or any high level method, I mean high level involvement, they only will be going to connect with this uh, account admin role. Very specific people only will be managed. I hope you are getting my point. Okay. Apart from this, what other roles we have? We can go with that also. Very interesting roles we have. Org admin. What is org admin here? Again, you should get the doubt. What is org admin? Here, org admin is a place where we can manage the accounts. For example, show. I'm helping you to understand how this will be helpful. See, this account helps us to give the information about our accounts. Whatever the snow in this particular account, whatever the accounts we have related, you can see here the information, guys. Again, if you are not able to see clearly here, I'm trying to drag it, but it's not happening. It's not happening. That's fine. So if you say organization name, if you see this is the organization name, I already mentioned. Now you are getting some letters. Generally, in your company, when you join in a company, if you run this query, you will get the company name. Okay, which company took this account, their related information they will provide. So account name and region, which region this account was hosted. See how good it's giving total information. And edition, enterprise edition, which edition it is. Even account related URL also. 1 minute, it's loading. So it's going to give account. Okay, I'm touching that URL. That's the reason it's going. Just a second, I'll skip that point step. It's automatically loading the account if I touch that URL. So when account URL, it is the account URL and it is when it was created. If you observe each and every information we are getting, okay? Even account where it is located, show you all. Account location related URL also. And how many accounts we are managing under this. We are not managing any account, single account. So that's the reason 0. If you add some more accounts, you'll get the count of that. So consumption of billing entry, entity name. Okay, like this, if I go n number of information, means the whole account related information we can capture with this particular query. Just with this particular execution, if I do show organization accounts, automatically the whole account related details will be displayed. That is the purpose of this org admin. Means org admin only will have that capability to do give this information. Not only this, if you have multiple accounts under this, yeah, this help us to show regions. Whatever the regions are supported by this account, okay, which regions are supported by this account, all these are available. If you observe, we can go with another new account internally with GCP, with Azure, with AWS. You may get doubt. Why Sai Sri? What is the purpose again going with this? Means if any company, if some companies suddenly they want to go with the AWS region, then they can go with the org admin and they can create the separate what will say separate account for them. For example, I can go here. I can go here and I can select any. Right now, I already have AWS. Let me go with Azure and let me go with Pune. Okay, I'm going with standard for just for the understanding purpose. I'm showing you. Enterprise means enterprise, business critical means critical. Whatever we want, we can go. For example, if I go with this simple one, next, I have to give account name. Here I have to give confirm password, mail ID. That's it. One more account will be created automatically. So if you have that kind of requirement, you can come and you can use this thing created. See, two accounts now. If you observe, one is in AWS region, one is in Azure. Getting my point? So this kind of requirements, if we have, only org admin can help us to create these regions and manage the regions. It can create and view all the accounts around the uh, Snowflake account. Means whatever the accounts. Now how we are seeing all this kind of list of the accounts, it can viewed by only the help of org admin. No other other roles can view this information. Okay. I hope is it clear with these two roles, guys? Any question, any doubts? Please let me know in the chat. Any doubt you can post in the chat. Rashmi, I'm going to explain you Snowflake architecture in coming up session. Don't worry. Yeah, yeah, I will explain on which basis you have to create the scenario. I will explain you. No. Guys, here one question I got. Account admin is the owner of Snowflake. Then why that role cannot create the account? Because Snowflake hierarchy was designed in that way. Only particular role can do particular work. So org admin is only have the access of creating account. Account admin won't perform this additional. They will account admin will maintain only the high level requirements only. So we no need to go with other roles because every role have its own work to do here. We cannot jump one to another. Okay, getting my point? So don't get much confused, guys. Account admin is only the we only the purpose. I mean, account admin is the purpose of high level. I'll agree with that because that's the reason why they design with account admin is the owner. But apart from that, see if in our company CEO is there, every work is not done by the CEO. Some will be out of hands of CEO means other roles, CTO, oh, right, and other under the CTO, so many roles will be there. They are going to do that. That's the reason they divided the importance of each role and they designed the hierarchy in this way. So account admin have its own duty to do. So account admin will be like it's a role of encapsulation by the system admin and security admin. By default only they design in this way. And it's, I will agree, it's a high level, but limited users will be there. That users never go with this kind of requirements. Only whenever one more account, if required, one person asked me why I need to create one more account, because we have to create one more account for the purpose of any requirement basis. Suppose they have any other project, additionally any other work is added, okay, in project wise, things are changed. In that case, they are expecting us to be in a part of their project, then they don't want to create the another account. They can use same Snowflake account, and in that internally sub account they can create. That's the way how they provided this option to us. That's totally our company requirement based. There is no compulsory we need to create a second region. Thus a requirement comes, then they can use this option also. I'm trying to help you how many options we have in the Snowflake. Okay. Okay, let me move to the security admin. Lot of exercise we have to do. So let me move to the security admin, guys. So what is the purpose of security admin again here? If you observe, we have security admin also. What is the purpose of security admin? Here, admin helps us to, mainly security admin helps us to create, okay, we can create, monitor, and manage. We can create, monitor, and manage the users and roles. That is the purpose of security admin. Again here specially. What is the purpose of security admin means? Whatever the requirements we get under for the creation of the role or user, monitoring of the user or role, and managing of the user and role. All these cases, they are coming under with the help of security admin. Only security admin can do this part. No other can manage. No other role is going to manage this. Who is working, which user is assigned to security admin, only that user will come forward for the requirement basis, and they will start creating users or roles. Here I have to hold with one example. Suppose if you joined in a company which is related to Snowflake, what will happen? First step, what will happen? You will raise a ticket. Okay, they'll have applications in company in any project. There you will go and you will raise a ticket. You, or behalf of you, some your colleague will raise a ticket, giving your details of Gmail, Outlook, and all those things, whatever the requirement form need to fill. So they will fill the form and they will give the these details to security admin in the company. Which company? Account related. Snowflake account related security admin person will role who is assigned to that role. That role user is going to handle this management. So if a person jumped into company, joined in a company, it is not immediately you'll get the access. There will be one tracking of the ticket. They will create it. He will assign that role to you and account access to you. Then based on that, you will check and you will connect with the Snowflake account. That is the process, long process will happen to get the access of Snowflake account in real time. So any project you go, first one raising the ticket for account access. So in the same case, if you go with the user, okay, user, same process will happen. Role, then how role will be created? If any new project, for example, you're working with a dev related, test related, prod related, like these different roles you are going to getting my point. So whenever they want data injection related, say again I'm saying data injection, DI developer is different, DI data injection is different. Means if we want to load the data in a dev environment, we have separate role again. Getting my point? Loading access. So like this requirement basis, they are going to create the roles and they're going to give to you. Requirement basis, the roles will be created. Again, here they won't create directly. We should give details to them. Why we are what is the purpose of that role? Where, how we are going to use that, and who are need to access for that. Means suppose I created DA data injection role. So after that creation, who is going to use that role? So all decisions should be taken with all the workflow. They will make a document and then they will create the role. So to do all this work in our company under Snowflake, who is having the access of security admin, they are going to manage this. Getting my point? This is very important. Without this, we cannot get the access again. Same way, guys, user admin. We have one more role. If you go here, user admin. So purpose of this user admin is creating the roles and users. Again, you'll get confused here, 100%. You may just mention Sai Sri, security admin is going to do all this. I said managing the users and roles. Again, internally, we have one more option here. User admin. User admin will create the role and user. That's it. That user admin cannot do more than that. Here, they can manage, they can create and use, they can create and manage, but here only creation. If it's a big company, a huge employees, this all hierarchy they will be maintained because one person only doing all the work never works there. That's the reason. If it's a very large company, another separate role, a person will be assigned to this user admin. His work is totally creating the users and roles. That's it. If any requirement comes, he will create the role. If any requirements come, he will create the users based on the requirement. That's it. Again, he cannot, again, in that case, he cannot give access to the users and admin. Directly, he cannot give access to these roles. They have to connect with the security admin, and then with the help of security admin, they will give the access of privileges to that roles or users. Getting my point? Little bit confused, I think so, but don't worry. I'll come with a practical example. So, like this, user admin is dedicatedly created or available in Snowflake only for creation of users and roles. That's it. It won't do anything. Coming from the high level only, it can be able to get the access of users and roles. Access means suppose I want to create the database schema. If role should have that access, that role should be assigned to user. So that's the way how it is going to be. Means for example, object is there. Object is going to for give access to the role. Role access will be assigned to user. Now user will connect with the role. Role, whatever the access they have on top of the object, that will be performed. That's the way how it is going to be connectivity. Getting my point? Next one, after security admin, sysadmin we have. Okay, sysadmin. Here, what is the purpose of sysadmin means? It is going to give the access of warehouses, databases, and other objects, anything, tables or whatever may be other objects. Okay, so all this sysadmin is mainly designed for managing all this creation of databases, creation of warehouses, and giving the privileges to that warehouse database related privileges to role. So all this kind of creation and privileges, but creation of the database, creation of warehouse, creation of other objects. Okay, then it will give privileges to that particular role. That's the reason only for that work purpose this admin was designed. Okay, so each object has its own priority work. Someone asked me, everything account admin can do. This is never possible. Everything team lead can do. Then what is the purpose of developer testers? They can work, only team lead can work end to end of the project, right? One person cannot work in the company's case. Don't expect that. Multiple roles will be assigned to multiple users. Then only project will go smoothly. That's the reason all the standards Snowflake is going to maintain. Okay, then public. Finally, I have public. Public is generally is available for anyone. I mean, not only account based. If you create any basic role also or a basic thing, you will have I mean, what I can say means user. If you create a user, automatically you will have public related access. It's a very basic. We don't have any, I mean, just we can say select start from the basic queries we can run. It won't have much privileges for high level of working also. That's a purpose of public. So all this information already I provided here, guys. You no need to worry about this theory part. Provided everything here. Okay, you can follow with this. You can just go over through of this. In interviews they will ask you what is the hierarchy of the Snowflake. You have to say all these roles hierarchy and what is the purpose of each one. So that's an interview question. Don't skip this theory. Please try to go once again with my documentation and get more points from there. Okay, let me start the project explanation here from here. In how we are going with the live project, same explanation I'm trying to explain you here. Project pro example. So now here we are going to execute one by one. The requirement, if any kind of requirement comes, first a role should be, I mean, we have to use the role and we have to go with that role, with that requirement. Now I have one sales related business. Okay, the sales related business should be injected into the Snowflake. The data should be available or loaded into the Snowflake. For loading the data, we need some design. Am I getting my point? To load the data, it won't directly enter into the Snowflake. We need some objects also. First, we need to create the database. Getting my point? First, database. Because we want to load the data into the Snowflake, then what we want, database is very important. Once the database is completed, we need schema. Yes, customized schema is required. Without after database, we cannot jump directly into loading part. We need customized schema also to run that loading. Okay, job, whatever query we are executing, we are going to use warehouse. It's a kind of mission, right? Without mission, you cannot load the data. So warehouse is also very important. Getting my point? So let me uh, work on these three requirements. Who is going to create database schema and warehouse? Which role I should use? Can anyone give the answer for this? Varun, sorry, wrong answer. Gautam, wrong answer. Sorry, I missed. Who said sysadmin? That is the right answer. Right. Because just now I explained you, only sysadmin is going to manage the creation of database, schema, and warehouse. Right. Who is mentioned the sysadmin? That is the right answer. Create database. I already said what is the purpose of each role. They have to do their work. Okay. Everyone, if every account admin is going to do end to end, if something has happened, who will be managed that? Okay, every time account admin is not a person who will do end-to-end work. There will be some hierarchy. We have to follow that. In real time, we'll follow all this hierarchy. So create database name. So guys, sorry, I'm back. So here I am going to create the database. Okay. I'm going to create the database because sysadmin, I'm into the sysadmin. I'm going to create the database now. Once I done this, I am going to create the schema. So I created the database. You can see sales.public because sales is the database. Okay, whatever I created, sales is the database. Public is by default we are getting. Every database, if you create any database, okay, not only this, in any database you can create, you will get this option, schema. By default, public schema will be available. Okay, that's the way how it goes. 1 minute. Yeah. So that's the way how it is going to be happen. In number of databases you create also, every schema, every database you will have public schema by default. Okay. So I'm going to create now schema. Already I have database just now I created. I'm going to create the schema. Okay. Observe now. This also you have to practice, guys. Everyone have to practice these steps after the session. So few people ask me continuously questions. Please wait for some time. Once I completed my explanation, I'll come back to all the questions. Okay. So once we created the database, we are going to create our schema. If you observe here, sales.customer. Okay, now it's available. Sales.customer. Sales is my database. Customer is my schema name. Okay, who created all this? Sysadmin is created all this. Okay. Next, after that, what is my next agenda? Creating the warehouse. Okay. I'm going to create two warehouses. Let me create any number of warehouses I can create, guys. No worries in that. Just for understanding your purpose, I'm creating multiple. Okay. So I created database schema. Now I'm creating the warehouse. You'll feel bit theory in initial time because I need to give at least some overview of that. Then only you can understand the background. Now I can explain you very easily. So yeah, it's a warehouse creation of two warehouses. One is customer ELT and analysis. If you observe here, see, two warehouses was created. Now, if a project comes generally, you have your database, you have your schema. Am I right? Under the database, the schema you have. Okay. And for this schema, you can use warehouse of loading time or analysis time. Anytime you can use for loading the data, you can dedicatedly use this warehouse. For doing the analysis, like selecting the query or transforming the data, anything you can use dedicatedly customer analysis. So that's the reason why I created all these steps. Okay. Now you have your own database schema warehouse. Let me create customized roles. Okay, customized roles. Again, I need your answers, guys. Who will create the roles? Who will create and manage the roles? This is the question. Answer, please. Database inside data warehouse. No, guys. Database is different. Data warehouse is different. Tomorrow, I am going to help you to understand the Snowflake architecture in a high level. Then you won't get all these questions. Yeah, guys, who gave me security admin? That is the right answer. Yes, security admin is going to give the create the roles. That's correct. I hope everyone get the answers right. Security admin. Yes. So security admin. Observe very clearly. I am using all these roles for one purpose, right? This is the way how real time goes. Okay, this is not for training purpose. Real time also will follow this process. Now, you can change here. There are two ways, guys, to change the role. You can change here, or else you can come here and use a role security. You can run this command, automatically it will change. For example, I'll show you. I'm in account admin, for example. Now I'm running this. See, it changed it to security admin. It's up to you. You'll go with the GUI, you'll go with the query. It's up to you. Okay. Once you create, you change it to security admin, you have to create the roles because we are entered into this security admin just to create the roles. So create role, role name. I have to give role name. I'm dealing with the sales, right? See guys, again in projects, how they will create the roles means totally depends on your project. If you are coming with sales, sales related combination of names only you'll find. Okay, depend on your project totally. So suppose you are coming with any CMM project, they will always tag the CMM name everywhere. Database, schema, everywhere they will go with that name only. So names will be followed in that method. So sales administration. The account admin is different. This is different, guys. You can keep any name. Wantedly, I'm making administration here. Okay. Don't compare that with this. Okay. Create role administration. Administrator. Sorry. So I'm going to create one role of administrator. Created. If you observe, it was created successfully. You can see success messages also here. After that, create a role sales related engineer. So sales engineer. See, I'll give all this why I'm creating database, why I'm creating roles, everything. We have one flow here. I'll explain you one to one. So again, one more role I'm going to create, a role sales analyst. Okay. So one is administrator, one is sales engineer, one is sales analyst. Okay. Now, who created which role created? Security admin. Okay. Sai Sri is the security admin user. Here you have to understand, guys. Security admin is yeah. Security admin means security admin won't create. For security admin, Sai Sri is, I mean, for this particular yeah. For security admin, Sai Sri is the user. Okay. I am the user. I have access of security admin. Then I created all these roles. There is some connections. You have to understand that connection. Sai Sri is the person who is the user. That user have access of security admin role. That role, with the help of that role, Sai Sri is able to create all this. Getting my point? So that's a way how we are going to allow to do all this work. Now, if you observe, I am going to use security admin and I am going to give the privileges. Already, initially I mentioned security admin will have the creation of the roles and it security admin give the privileges to the roles also. Getting my point? It can create the role, it can give access to the roles. So using same security admin, I am going to grant the access, grant role sales. See, whatever what are the I'm trying to do, giving the sales analyst role is there, right? I'm granting access to the help of sales engineer. Means I'm giving access. Again, here you have to understand grant role access, which for with which role? Sales analyst. I'm going to use the sales analyst and I'm taking the giving the access to this analyst to the sales engineer. Okay, let me show you. I'll show you diagram. You'll understand very clearly. Same way for this sales engineer, I'll show you the yeah. Now I'm giving access to sales engineer with the help of sales administrator. Now I will clear your doubts. Let me go here. See, sales analyst is assigned to sales engineer. Sales engineer is assigned to sales administration role, admin role. Getting my point? 1 to 1. Getting? He is the head. Under admin role, engineer role is available. Under engineer role, analyst available. So to do this, I am giving access in the with the help of grant keyword. Grant keyword is helping us to go. Okay, this having the access to data engineer, I mean data engineer under that analyst role, right? We are giving access in that way with the grant option. Same way, under admin, we have data engineer. Again, using the grant option, I'm going to give the access like this. Getting my point? So you have no connection between 1 to 1. Admin under engineer, engineer under analyst. This is the way how we are going to give the grant. Now we have to apply the usages. Suppose you want to use schema or anything. If you want to use a schema or a database, you cannot go directly. Let me show you here. Suppose you have database. Okay. You have schema also. Okay. You have other table views, all objects, for example, and you have warehouse also. Now, whatever the three roles, whatever you created, admin or engineer or analyst role, any role, without giving the access of these three, you cannot use. Again, you have to give access on objects also. Getting my point? You created the role, you have to give access on top of that object. So for that purpose, we are going to use some commands here. Grant usage on database. Which database? This is the question here. Which database? Sales. Sales is the database. To which role I want to give this access? Which role I am expecting? Role analyst. So for role analyst, for role sales analyst role, I want to give access of usage, mainly usage access on top of the database. So this is my database name. My option is usage. Means grant usage on database name to role name. Observe very clearly. Grant uses on database name to role name. So I'm going to give access for this. Standing. If you select specially like this, only that query only we can run, okay? Same way, I want to give access to the schema also. Again, grant usage on schema. What is my schema here? Customer. On under which database we have this customer schema? Sales. So sales is the database, customer is the schema. So on the schema, I'm going to give access for usage. To which role again? To analyst role. Okay. So now you have database access. Now I'm giving schema access for the same analyst role. Then grant, okay, database is okay, schema is okay, but tables, we need tables also, right? I don't have any tables right now, but in future I may get. So use grant select on future tables. Right now I don't have any table name, so that's the reason I'm giving future. Future keyword helps us to say, okay, in future if you have any table, then you can go and get the access. Schema sales dot custom. See, grant select on future table in schema. Sales dot customer to role means for this role analyst only. If in future any table is available in the schema of the customer, you'll get the select, only select star from, that's it. More than update, delete, insert you cannot do. Just select you can do and you can get the data. 1 minute. Sometimes the future keyword is not working. On grant select. Oh, this keyword is not supporting this. Okay, let me give other query for this. Let me go on database level then. Okay, I understood. I missed here yes to write. Yeah, I mentioned table only. Tables. Okay, that's a mistake. Tables. Future tables is the right option. See, okay, we can view on top of the schema or on top of the database. So whatever the tables are available in the future, we can give access to that. Okay, so that's a way how we can manage. Now let me give access. Now you have database access, schema access, and table access, right? Now to run the queries or to do any work, you have need the help of warehouse. So grant usage on warehouse. Okay, warehouse. Which warehouse also we have to take it, right? Customer analysis. To which role? To role analyst. Don't worry, you will get clarity once the session is completed. I'm giving all the examples to you. Okay, let me show you same process. Whatever we implemented here, let me show you in a diagram. See, observe. Analyst role. Okay, analyst role have the access of database. If you observe here, database. Getting my point? We done this execution. Database usage access we provided. Once we done with the analyst role creation, what are the process steps we done? We came to the analyst role and we gave the access of database only for usage. Okay. Same way, again, analyst role, we whatever the database we have, under the database, whatever the schema we have, for that schema, we give usage and selector. Read is nothing but select. Grant select you mentioned, right? That's a read only. So you gave the select and usage. For using the database, for using the schema, you gave the schema usage access. For reading the data inside of the schema, you gave the read access. Getting? And after that, again for same role, you gave the warehouse usage access. So database usage, schema usage, warehouse usage. Table, only reading the queries. So this is the way how we done right now. Whatever the executions I done for this achieving for this process, I executed my queries. I am going to give some time here. Can you have any doubt on these creations, whatever I created? Thank you, Harsha, for giving the query tables. Yeah. Any questions? Are you able to follow me till here? I'll give. Why we are following, I'll give. I'll answer to Sham. At the end, you'll get that answer. Why we are going with the giving the role to role access. I have to complete two more steps actually. After that, you'll understand what is the purpose of all this. Yeah. Any question till now about sales analyst role? Please ask me any doubt of sales analyst role creations. Why we created, how we assign to database, schema or warehouse at table. Yeah, no. If you say grant, someone Chetan, you ask the question. If I say usage to grant, you cannot get automatically to all the database. You have to say usage to database. Okay. Under the database, then you will get access of all the schemas. Usage role. Where is the usage role? I didn't get your question, Harsha. We don't have any usage role. Maybe you are saying user admin role. Maybe. I'm not sure, but usage role is not available. Okay, I think only Chetan gave me question like how to grant that. You have to make that as a database, not schema. Then you will get access of all the objects under database. If you give schema under all the schema related objects, you will get the access. Okay. Okay. Let me. I think I cleared right now whatever the doubts you have for this session. Let me jump to the next step. Now we have three roles, right? One is analyst role. Second one is Second one is engineer role. Am I right? Now let me help you to understand how we will manage the engineer role. To go with this, I have to create few objects. Create. I mean, no, I don't want to create. I have to give access only. Grant. Insert. Try to understand. I'm changing here few things. Grant access to future tables in schema. What is that? Sales dot customer. Okay. My schema name is sales dot customer to role sales engineer. Here you have to understand, guys. I changed my role. I changed totally my role. Okay, you are asking Harsha, your question is what is the meaning of usage? This is the meaning, right? Okay. What is the meaning of that usage means? If you want to use any object, you should use this keyword to get the access of that object. Okay. Anything. If you want to use the database, you should have the access of usage. That keyword means that is the meaning. Okay. For that particular role, we are giving the access of usage. He can use it. That's it. He cannot drop it. He cannot delete it. He cannot do any modification. Just using the database. Just using the database. That is the purpose of usage. Okay. Even warehouse also usage means just you can use that warehouse and you can run the queries. You cannot do anything more than that. Okay. Here now I am using the grant insert. What is the meaning of grant insert? Means you can insert the data into the tables, whatever the tables are coming in the future, you can insert the data into this table. For example, sales dot customer. Sales is my database and customer is my schema. Under that customer, if you go with any future tables, then inside of that future tables we can insert the data. If you observe above, I mentioned only select, means sales analyst can do only select star from the table, that's it, in future tables. But in coming up tables, this sales engineer can do can insert the data, can add the data into that table. Getting my point? That's the purpose of this insert command. Okay, I created. Someone asked me what is the purpose of future. Future means, guys, right now I don't have zero tables in my database and inside of that schema. I don't have any tables. Then what to do? In future, in coming up days, okay, I will get all this access. Okay, that's the way how, see, day one when they created an account for our project, they don't know what tables will come in future. So directly they are giving access on future tables. So when tables added, automatically they can do the work. They can access the tables automatically. That's the purpose of this future keyword. Right. If we give only select, we can use the only select query only we can use. We cannot insert, update, delete, nothing we can do it. That is the way how it works. Let me move forward. Meanwhile, I'll go with the other question. Now, grant, create, table, comma, create, view. Okay, grant, create table, comma, create view on schema. Which is schema? Again, sales dot customer. To which role? Role, guys, role is nothing but sales engineer. See, someone asked me only single keyword we can use. No, guys, we can see at a time I gave for creation of the tables and creation of view. Means only sales engineer can create the table, can create the view. Okay, sales analyst don't have that option. I didn't give access for that role. But for engineer, I am giving the creation of the table access and creation of the view access on top of the sales engineer. So if he managed logged with the sales engineer role, he can do this one. Managing and grant access are different. Grant is different totally. You should have that option. Access to do the grant. Again, I'm going to give one more last one, guys. Usage on warehouse. We didn't give warehouse access only till now. So I'm giving access of warehouse. Someone asked me why we are going with all this role to role. You will get answers soon, guys. Okay, what is, oh yeah. Yeah, I created the warehouse also. Okay, you are able to see now. I gave the access for tables, access for creation of the table and view, and usage of the warehouse. Okay, this is done with the data engineer. Let me go to the image again. See, what is the data engineer is able to get now? I gave the access to the usage of warehouse, access to the schema for creation of table and view. If you observe, there is no database. Observe very clearly, no database. I didn't give access on the database. That's the reason I said you will get answer very soon, role to role. Why we are using role to role means whatever the access we are given already existed in sales engineer. Okay. Wherever we are giving sales analyst is there, right? Sales analyst, for example, I'll show you. Yeah. I gave access like this. I gave access sales analyst role to sales engineer. Because of this action, I don't want to give any special access again for sales engineer. Whatever the access are available for sales analyst, automatically it will be applicable for sales engineer. That's the reason why I gave that grant access of sales. Yeah. Purpose of these two command queries. Getting my point? Whatever database access already available for this role, right? It automatically will be available for this because we already gave the link access, grant access to this. Same way, data engineer, sales data engineer, whatever the role we have, that will be automatically available for sales administration also. Getting my point? That is the purpose of these two commands. Sure, I will explain you in the whiteboard. No worries. See, guys, I am taking sales analyst role. Okay. Granted access to sales engineer role. Okay. Again, I took the sales engineer role, sales admin. If you observe, I ran these two queries, right? For sales analyst, very clearly try to understand here. You'll get the solution very easily. So sales analyst have the access of database, schema, warehouse. Even on top of future tables also. Only select option on tables, future tables. Whatever coming up tables are there. Right now we don't have tables. In future we'll get a table. Same way, data engineer, sales engineer, I'm not giving database access. I'm not giving schema access. Okay, I give warehouse access. Again, I'm not giving sales select on future tables, insert on future tables. At the same time, creation table and creation on view on future tables. Okay. Now your doubt is that how database and schema is getting access, because when I say grant role to, okay, sales analyst to sales engineer, that time, because of that execution of that access, whatever the accesses or privileges are available for sales analyst, that will be available for sales engineer also. Now got the clarity? Whenever you are saying grant role to sales analyst to sales engineer, with the help of that execution, the power of that command execution is whatever the it will inherit from one role to another role. Okay, you are getting from analyst role to engineer role. It inherit the access, whatever the privileges we have, it will inherit from the analyst role to engineer role. That's the reason we again separately we don't want to use database access or schema access. You may ask me why you gave the warehouse access. Here two warehouses we have. One is customer analysis and one customer ETL. I give here ETL warehouse. If you observe ETL warehouse, here analysis warehouse. So both warehouses are different. Okay. If it is same, I don't want to give. I have two warehouses, right? So I give separate, again, additional access for this warehouse also. Now is it clear? Okay. Thank you. Everyone. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for this. Yeah, I will explain you hierarchy of the DB database also. Let me come out from this grant. Again, one more sales administration I want to explain you. Then you'll get the much clarity than this. So let me go with the admin's role now. Usage of, already we are in security admin, so I'm not using any security admin. Yes, sales, whatever the sales engine, sales analyst access we have, it may be on table or database, that will be applicable for sales engineer also. Okay. Now let me go with administration. It's the last one. With a single command, I can close it. Grant, create, stage on schema, sales. I'm giving schema level, for stage level on schema. Customer to the role of. If you observe, I'm not giving much access for this, just creating the stage. I don't have access of this creating stage for sales engineer. Add on, additionally, I am giving this create stage access on top of this schema. Okay, so only sales administrator can create the stage under the sales customer. Sales is the database, customer is the schema. Okay, let me grant this. That's it. Now, if we go with our board, sales. Now, I don't want to give all this access. Okay, I don't require, because already I am giving the access of role to role, right? Finally, only stage. That's it. Creation of stage. That's it. You may get doubt now. Okay, how administration will get database, schema, warehouses, all this means already I mentioned one option here, grant, right? Grant engineer role to administration. This query. This helps us to whatever the privileges available in sales engineer, same will be replicated to the sales administration also. So whatever the role we have here, same it will be applicable for sales administrator. So I don't want to give again special access for this. Stage is the guys before loading the data of internal or external data. Internal means again we have two stages. One is internal stage and one is external stage. Internal stage, to load any data from local or anywhere, we need to create the stage. How you are creating the table, same way we will create the stage here. So with the help of stage only, we will load the data into tables. External means if you want to load any cloud, AWS or GCP or Azure, any cloud provider data, first you will load into external stage and externals to tables. So that is called the stage. When we are doing the loading data time, I will explain you pin to pin of the stages. Okay, you'll get the clarity on that. Truncate stage, no, truncate is different, guys. Don't go with this. Okay, now if you observe my board, you get the clarity. Whatever the options we have, everything is available for the sales administration. Okay. Now let me go with let me show you how to access all this, how to access sales administrator, how to access sales analyst, how to access sales engineer. Just I created the roles and I gave the objects to that. Okay, we have roles. For example, tables, views, and whatever maybe all the objects. I'm just giving few list. Okay, but so many objects are there. Okay, all these objects, all this we will call as objects. Just a simple list I mentioned here. So this list will be accessed by using roles. These roles will be accessed by using users. So users means we are the users. We will get the access of roles. Under that roles, whatever the privileges and objects we have, we will use that objects and privileges. That's it. Okay. Someone asked me, what is this all? This is the hierarchy. Users connected to roles, roles connected to the objects. And database, don't confuse here, guys. Database, 1 minute. Again. Okay, let me clear here. Database connected to schema. Schema connected to, again, tables, views. I will say explain you in future. Now I cannot go into this topic. It won't be relevant. If a user entered into the Snowflake, they will check for the roles based on the requirements. That role will help us to find the tables and views. That's the way how hierarchy will be designed. And database is followed. Inside of the database, we have schema. Schema inside we have tables. Don't get much confused. Warehouse is totally different. Don't mix warehouse with the database. Tomorrow, once we done with architecture class, you'll get the clarity of data of these three layers. Very clear clarity you will find. Okay. Not required. Someone asked me required of semicolon. Guys, if you keep semicolon are no problem. If you don't keep also, but multiple statements you want to execute at a time. So at end of every statement, if you complete, you have to give the semicolon. No, I want to like execute single line. Then you no need to do. Just you highlight this and you can run. Okay, depends on your executions only. Semicolon is not compulsory. Yeah. So users and database, this is the exactly you have to follow. Okay. Don't get much confused of this. Yes, you can create individual roles also. But projects here in projects, in real-time projects, we'll follow all this process. We won't create any individual. We will have one-to-one. How I mentioned these three roles, same way how we will create in our projects also. That's the reason I follow this chart. Any other questions? Any other questions? Did you understood the purpose of these three roles? No, no, Venu, I think so. No, Venu. It's not database and schema. Sorry, warehouse and schema are not same. Warehouse is totally for running the queries we are using. Schema is for managing the tables, internal objects we are using. That is database related schema. Warehouse is running the query purpose. Both are different. In real time, same account used for dev. Yes, we will use same account for use dev, UAT and prod. But dev will have some limited, dev will have maximum all people access. UAT some limited privileges and prod also some limited. Prod they will give only grant of select option. For UAT also, they will give grant and even they'll give update also, update and insert because they have to do work, right? For prod, they won't give much access to all. Yeah, database, inside of database layer, see, inside of database, you will have schema. Okay, inside the schema, you'll have tables. Rashmi, who will give this access means if who will have, special person will be allocated to this work actually in real time. They will give, we have to raise the ticket, they will give access for us. No, if you don't create Harsha, if you don't create any warehouse, how you'll run the query? If you say select star from the table, you cannot run that query because you don't have any virtual warehouse to run it. So it is not possible if you don't create the warehouse. By default, Gokul, right now I'll give answer to you. By default, which role you asked me? Anyway, I have to create the users, then I can answer for you. Let me create the users now. Create user. I'm taking very simple names, guys. Anil. Anil will be like very simple name. So I'm taking the Anil. You can view this like this or else. Let me show you. People ask me one question. Anu, you create a user. Anu, next. I can take my name, Sai. Okay. This, okay. Yeah, three different. If you have like this, you have to mention the semicolon because it means okay, create user Anil, create user Hari, create user Kiran. Means okay, it's a different queries. It with the help of semicolon only you can mention it's a different query. No, I don't want to go, I want to be single query, then you no need of worrying of semicolon. If you execute like this also, it will execute. See, executed. If you run these two queries because of semicolon, it can. Getting my point? I hope everyone is clear. చెప్పండి. Sorry guys, I am in mute. Anil, Hari, Kiran are available right now because just now I created my roles, users. Yeah. Just now I created, so these three people are available as the users right now. For example, see, I can give the list also here. With the help of just show users, you can get the all the list. Okay. If you observe, they don't have any default role. Someone asked me what is the, once they log in, what is the default role? That we have to set it. Company to company, they will set different roles. That's up to them. Maximum developer will be the default role. Okay. So once I log in, I mean, generally once I am available inside of the account, I'll take just few minutes, guys, because this is important. I have to explain you. Once this is completed, I have to give access to this row users. Okay, all these three users are there now. I will give access to these three users. First, Anil is there. Let me give Anil. So I'm giving access to Anil. Grant role access to user Anil. Let me give. Yeah, done. Now, same way, let me change. Just I have to change names only. In place of administrator, engineer. In place of Anil name, second user is Hari. I'm giving access to Hari. Third user, analyst. Username is Kiran. So if you observe, three users, three different roles I'm in mention. Okay. Getting my point? So now you have three users. The three users have different three roles. Security admin assigned all these three users. Different ways are there to give the grant access. You can do, if suppose if I can go here as a security admin, I'm the security admin, right? So I can click on here and I can give grant. I have to refresh it. It's not reflecting. So GUI you can use, guys. There is always no not required. Like you have to go with the sales engineer. For Hari, sales engineer. Okay. For every role we have. For Kiran, sales sales analyst. So you can give by using the using commands, or you can do like this also. Now they can come and they can log in based on their role. Right now they have only sales analyst role, right? By default they will go with the sales analyst role and they will log in. Getting my point? Here you can see. Yeah. Here you can set the default role, whatever the role. Suppose Kiran is belongs to analyst role, right? So I can set the default role as Kiran as analyst role, and even there he have the customer access also. So whenever he log in, automatically default warehouse will be available, default role also will be available. He don't want to log change again. By default, he can go with this. Okay, getting my point? That's it. Save the user. So by default, he will go with this and he will do the process. In real time, when you are login, you won't use any username and password. MFA, multi-factor authentication. This will be provided by companies. They will help you to go with this MFA. Okay. So you no need to do any additional username, password, all these changes you won't do. Just you will go and you will do the process of what we'll say Okta login. Maximum nowadays people are using Okta login. So you'll go with Okta login and you will do that. And reset the password. If any cases in any cases, if you want, you can reset the password. Even we cannot do this. The back end people only will do this. Let me try to log in this. Just if I want to update the password, only security admin can do this password update also. Whatever the Okta you have, that Okta only will that password only. I mean user login, everything will be connected with Okta. That we will use generally. Let me try to log in and show you. Guys, at a time we cannot go with all this. You have to like wait for few days. I will help you to understand much in my sessions. Okay. Let me sign out from here. Because within a day nobody will can do whole topic or subject, right? So slowly we will increase the things. Just a minute, I should update the password. I reset the password. We can sign up to that accounts also. If we done with the password, we can sign up to that accounts also. Okay, let me update this password. Just updating, guys. Updated password wrong, I think so. One, let me sign out from this account. Same URL for Kiran or for others also. I mean, whoever created under the same account, they will have same URLs. You no need to worry about different URLs. Everyone will use same unique URL and will get the login. See. So Kiran or Hari or Anil, right? All these people will go with the same URL. Whatever the main account URL is there, same URL. Let me show you here the name also. See, Kiran now. If you observe sales analyst, getting my point? Let me take one worksheet also. See, if you observe, he have the access of customer also. Warehouse also, if you find here, customer analyst. Getting my point? So this is the way how the process is going to be there. In real time also, one role will be dedicatedly as a default. Whenever you log in, automatically you will go and you will access. See, once I log in, I didn't do anything. Just I observed, okay, what is the things are going on here. If you observe, see, default to default role. See, sales underscore analyst. That is the default role. Okay. By default, when I log into the Kiran's account, behalf of Kiran, automatically I'm able to see this default roles, default role and default warehouse also. This is the way how we will manage the accounts. Even if I go with the other Haris or someone, same process will be there. Okay. If you want, I will go. Any doubts, guys, still here? You can ask me doubts. Yeah, Harsha, I'm going to wrap up, but I have to conclude, right? Tomorrow I will give one more time overview and I will wrap up this topic. Today, any doubt? Any doubt you can ask, guys. But before end upping my session, let me give this document we will share to you. You can get more details about each and every object. Okay, what are the object privileges are available for database, for schema level, for table level, for view level, for stage level. Okay, not only this, everywhere everything I are clearly mentioned here. Just you have to get into this and try to understand. If table, whatever the privileges we can go. If view, whatever the privileges. Stage, whatever the privileges. Database, whatever the privileges. So end to end, you can observe here. Sham, you can go with anything. You can go with AWS with Singapore location. No worries in that. Okay. So guys, a role basis and everything I try to help you out. This is the way how the process will be available in real time also. Here, if you observe, user will come, role 3, role 2 will have access. See, privilege of C also will be available in privilege of C here, and that will be moved here. Means role 3, whatever the access you have, that will be inherited to role 2 also. Role 2 access will be inherited to role 1 also. Okay. Role 1 will be available to the, if who is the user of role 1, they can access all these 3. Okay. So please follow my documentation. I give very clear explanation. And next session, once again, I will revise my topic of snow roles and creation. You will get much more clarity. Statements, yeah, whatever I written, I will share the statements to you. That book I will share to you. You can use that, Rashmi. Sure. So in this session, please complete the pending of account creation. Try to create the user and roles of the hierarchy level. Okay. That's all from my side. Do you have any questions? You can ask me or we can wind up the session. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. I give access to everyone. You can unmute and you can speak out. If any questions, or we can wind up the session. 10 minutes are there. You can ask the question.
Usually when creating Snowflake, that means you have admin level access, so only you give roles and responsibility to others, or
Creation of roles and users, always security admin will manage in our project.
Actually, no. First for Kiran and Anil, you have created that role, right? So when you were creating first in Snowflake creation, that was not there. That means you are the total administrator to create all those things.
Yeah. Okay. You are saying first time when we created our Snowflake account, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Sai Sri only created that account, right? User account for account admin role, Sai Sri will be the user, right?
So you were the
Hello.
admin that you created all the roles.
Yes. I am the admin. But right now for this account, I am the admin. I can do all these creations as a security admin role. Again, here see, as a account admin role, I am not doing here. As a security admin role, I am changing and I am doing.
Yeah, but only
Getting my
you can easily change all the roles, right? So, but Kiran and Anil could not do the same.
no. Kiran cannot do. Kiran have only analyst role. He cannot jump to anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Sai.
Hello. Yeah. Sir. Tell me.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that, like in Oracle, we just give the role name, reconnect, and resource or DBA or grant all
Mhm.
to user. Like that,
Mm.
in Snowflake, we can do that.
We have to run the queries to get that whatever you are
Means
expecting.
suppose role DBA, we can give direct access of DBAs, all access to that user in the Oracle.
Okay, you are saying direct access you want to give. You can give, but you should have that role requirement, right? What's the purpose? Suppose sales analyst is there, for example. You cannot give for sales analyst access to drop the database or change something in database, right? He's not up to that level. You're getting my
Yeah,
point?
yeah.
Yeah, you have to maintain the standard.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, if you give, no problem. You can give. This is a free trial account. You can play that game, no problem. But in real time, you should. Generally, nobody will do that.
But how to write that query? Suppose I want to give all the DBA access to user, or a
Mm.
resource or reconnect means all the object privileges are granting to user. So
Okay.
query must be different to write in this Snowflake.
Yeah, that will be. See, I mentioned all this grant, right? Even I will give this notes to you. So
Okay.
whatever grant, we have to use this kind of. Suppose I want to give you warehouse access to some X role, for example. I have to use
Yeah.
usage. I should
Okay.
have this
Okay.
grant access. Security
Okay.
admin don't want all this. See, as a security admin can create, but out of security admin, someone have to do usage of all this. They want to run. I mean, we have to give access with the help of queries only.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
So Sai,
Sai
you are
Sri,
saying about what the developer wants to do. So we'll be giving that particular admin your
Ha.
grant
You are
access, right?
right. You are
Okay.
right. You are right. Yeah.
So the based on the work, they will be giving the grant access and what we have to do.
Right.
Okay.
Suppose, for example, yes, sorry, Mahesh, yes, it's a one-time activity only, not for daily. Daily, we won't do all these activities. Yeah. Suppose I got recently one PDS database. Okay, PDS, not database, that's a PDS project, sub-project, different project. In my project only, separate project again. Okay. They have separate data, everything separate. Okay. But
Yeah.
the same project, I need to work in my same Snowflake account, which is already existed for CM related project. CM
Okay.
is project one, PDS is project two.
Okay.
Okay. So this nobody will create separate account for this. These two are different project, I'll agree, but they won't. Already we are using Snowflake for this project, right? Same account we will use for here also.
Okay.
But
So
how
what
we
I
will do
understood
this?
is, so what I
Yeah.
understood it. So first, if you enter into a company, so they will create the user like me. So maybe Varun. So
Yes.
for Varun, they will create one role. So for
No.
that role,
Sorry. Here you
oh
have
sorry.
to stop. Only Varun, one user they will create. Okay, Varun is the new person. User they will create with the Varun name. That's it.
Okay.
Existing roles they will assign to the Varun.
Oh, okay.
Because
Sure.
already available, right? But in other case, PDS is a new project. Am I right?
Mhm.
For this new project, new requirement, they will create different separate warehouses, databases, schemas, say whatever maybe under schema, whatever we will get everything. Okay, even roles also.
Okay. So this
Okay.
is for complete the new project. So the project which is already exists, so they will give the roles as per that, and they will give the access. So what we need to work
Right.
on that, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
If some person already working here means they won't have this access. They have to raise the ticket. We need access for this project, and they will give some details about database, all those things. Okay. Then they will get access for this also. Means one account, different data projects with different access, different roles, different warehouse users, everything different again.
Okay. So
Okay.
one will be
Hello, sir.
working on different. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Next
Yes,
question.
yes, Sai, please, can you please explain? Suppose I want to give usage on warehouse, database, and schema to sales engineer, all the three access. So,
Mhm.
can I give the comma between warehouse
No,
and
no, no. Sorry, you cannot give because this is the object. What will say? Database is the object. Schema is the object. Am I right? You have
yeah,
to maintain different query. But okay, on top of the table, you have to give insert, update, delete, select. Okay. For these
yeah,
four, you can give comma. I think already I
oh,
executed this kind of query because
yeah,
object is same. Okay, but inside of the execution requirements or access privileges part is different. So you can use here select comma, insert comma, update you can do, but you cannot say schema comma warehouse. That command won't work.
okay, okay. Thanks.
Any other questions?
Hi, Sai Sri. Actually, the previous video and today's video with the document, can we get so that we can
You
practice?
want, yeah, you can get, you can ping in the group chat. They will provide you previous recordings if they missed, if you don't have, and today's also they will provide you document along with the recording. Don't worry about it.
Actually, in the group chat means one to one, they are
WhatsApp
pinging.
group you have, right?
No,
WhatsApp
no,
group.
no, no. They have not added me in the group.
No,
Can
they
you
have not
connect with,
added me too.
okay, can you connect with the team who have Karthik or Raj? They
Yes,
will
yes.
give, okay, they will help you out in doing this.
Okay, okay, then fine.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Today's session, how you are feeling? Is it okay? Understand? Because this is the initial, guys. Everybody don't feel like hectic. Initial days, terminologies are very new. Even it's challenge to me also, making you to understand end to end. So tomorrow again, I will give you some more information related to this only. One flow, one good flow, quick flow. Then it will be very free for you. One day we cannot achieve everything, right? So
But
you
one
have to be.
request, Sai Sri, actually,
Yeah.
by 9:30 we need to
I will
log.
try to end
Yeah,
up, I'll try to
because
end up that.
yeah, 10 o'clock or 9:30,
uh,
so the office login time
Extension
is
of
there.
time.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
What I will do means from next session, this is still new people joined here. So to
Okay.
making them clear only, I may extended my time. Even I have to log in. So
Yeah.
what I will do means from the next session, how much at 9:15 I'll try to stop the session. I'll give 15 minutes, whatever the time for the doubts.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
later on, continue next part maybe. Next
Yes, yes.
continuous, we'll go with the next session. Okay?
Yeah, that will be helpful.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
will be
Sai
helpful. Okay,
Sri,
thanks.
one
Yeah.
request here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, if you add writing all these statements in one notepad, for example, we have these roles, right? Like each
Yeah,
main
yeah.
one point at notepad and share with us will be helpful.
I will share this notepad also. That's the reason I'm saying. Whatever the executions I done here, I'll share in the notepad and I'll attach in the documentation. I mean, documentation and notepad, both you will get to you.
Sure, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Hi, Sai Sri.
Yeah. Hi.
Can you please give me any homework like by covering all these topics that we
Yes,
can do?
yes. I will add the task notes also in the drive itself.
I mean,
People, once you go with the drive, you'll get the documentation of today's session. You'll get the notepad of what I written today, plus task notes also, task item also.
yeah, that we can do alone, right?
Yeah, yeah,
after
because I have
going
to
through this,
allow.
yeah.
Yes, yes, I have to elaborate it, right? I cannot say within word. That's the reason. I'll give some text lines. So following that, you can read that text and you can implement same in your account.
Yeah, like a homework, right? We can.
Like homework, I can say, yes.
Yeah. We want practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So one requirement type I'll give, you can follow that.
Yeah. Thank you. That will be helpful for our real time.
Real time, yes. This
That's
all
right.
real time process only I'm following. That's the reason you will get some more time to adjust here.
Yeah. Please take time only to explain all this.
Yeah. I'll take it. Yeah. Okay, then we can wind up the session. It's already 10. See you on tomorrow's session. Please join in tomorrow's session. Bye. Have a good day.
Sai Sri, where you are sharing this